right,
want
let's
to
do this.
believe that there's
Part
a part
two.
of him that is still the man that I married.
Were you in love with Mary when you married her?
I
No.
told her I loved her, and she
I
thinks
told
we were mad
her
about each
I loved
other,
her.
and we acted that.
Wow.
I
See?
don't know why Mary hasn't left before now. I would have.
What did you think about the whole ring thing?
I don't know.
She
I don't feel like
said-
it's all the way my place, but here we are.
Ugh.
So Cody and Mary had a wedding ring. He melted down the ring, saved the gold, saved the diamonds.
And it was over here, and my wedding ring was on, and I just went, those relationships are over.
I don't know why he hates his life so much, but that's really sad. I've never heard him say that. But it shows.
How does he sabotage your relationship?
Picks fights with me.
Why?
Oh, but he didn't pick fights with the
Yeah,
other
I
wives
wanted
at
to
all.
punish myself.
They
Ugh.
deserve to be happy. Go be happy with each other for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
Let the rest of us go.
Did you guys just have great sex? I'm gonna ask that.
No,
because if
not-
you're saying I was just a
I
piece
won't
of
answer
meat,
that question. That's not what it is. These are loving relationships.
Yeah.
Sex is part of it.
relationship where you both were just attracted to each other.
No, there was I don't know. She asked to be in the family, whatever, for what reasons she thought was in this, but it was,
Because she loved you?
no, she was attracted to me. I know she wasn't in love.
Most people fall in love first, right? Physically, they look at two of you.
There was definitely physical compatibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you've buried the lead all of these years that you and Cody had a way more physical connection than anybody had ever imagined.
She like, y'all was getting
because
busy
I'm
a
not
lot
someone who
more.
goes around blabbing about that. That's not that's not me. I don't talk about that stuff.
Yeah, but all those
I'll
kids
hint
later.
at it.
Listen, all those kids later, you gotta imagine.
No, I'll hint at it. But yes, of course, everything was very good in that department.
So when you fought, making up was really the best part of it all.
She said, "Oh
I'm sitting here
yeah."
from a perspective
Cody
of
like, listen, I miss my
whole
thing.
family is
Janelle used to throw that mother back.
and I'm reaching to this one to try and save.
He's
Why
so
couldn't you, in
sad.
that moment, say,
Aw.
"I want to reconcile with you. I love you."
No,
I do think
his
I wanna stay
ego.
separated
It's
for now.
ego.
Really?
His ego won't say, "Hey, baby, I love you
Really? You
so
wanna
much.
stay
I'm
separated?
sorry.
Yeah, I do.
Don't separate from me."
No.
Oh, look at that. He's
I'm
saying no
not
to
in
me.
that place. I
He
am
said,
not wanting to
I'm
pursue
not.
her.
No,
I'm
and
not
I'm not
wanting
pursuing
to
that.
drop everything and say, baby, you're the be all end all. I want you. I'm not there now. We haven't talked for 4 weeks, and I'm coming from a position where I feel totally betrayed. Now I'm ashamed of that fight. I need you to stop blaming me for everything and start
didn't
being
have to run
culpable
this
for
clip
what
back.
you have done. That is accountability.
This about all these other problems. Yes, you did.
I
You
did
said,
not. I did not. But now I'm like going, I don't want to be triggered.
I was going to sleep, y'all.
Let's see if we can reconcile. Let's talk about this. And she's going, I think I want a separation. So it's a fine line between like, we've got to make this work and this is unfixable.
Okay,
Because I'm
Suki.
going through a
Okay,
process of-
Suki. I see you. You said,
Just like
listen,
she
I'm about to
was.
host Sister
I know
Wives. and I'm
she's
going to let
in
y'all
this
know.
place
I'm
where
rolling my eyes at this man,
if
too.
we reconcile,
All right.
will I lose myself or will I find myself?
I don't think Cody really does hold out hope for me. I think he likes the idea of our family, and I think he feels like he promised Robin a plural family.
Exactly.
There's a little bit of his ego tied up, but I don't think
Not
it's
a little
about
bit
that
of his
he's
ego, a
holding out
lot of
hope
his
pining
ego.
for me. He's never really come to me and said, "Look, I really love you, and I really want to make this work."
Never said that.
He's
No,
never
not
said
like
that.
in that very deep, intimate connection way. I
And
needed
she like, I
more of
want
what was
that.
between us. For him, it became about I needed to co-parent. I needed to be less independent. I needed to do all these things in order to earn that relationship. And I'm like, dude, I don't need to earn a relationship.
I don't need
I
to
always felt
earn
like
a relationship.
I needed to
Damn,
do
put that on a
something
t-shirt,
to earn
Janelle.
love
That's
or
just
earn acceptance,
fire.
Or I had to. I want to, sure, let's go ahead and cook the kind of dinner that you like, or make
No.
sure the house is cleaned a certain way, or whatever, and things like that.
I clean the
just
house because
wanted
of
him
me
to be
and
comfortable
my
in the home.
anxiety with
Do you think that Cody ever saw that in
Not
you?
because
that
of him.
loyalty, that,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
loyalty
Like,
struggling to find in
Christine
Janelle
said,
right
I'm
now.
going to give my all.
He said that he did,
And it wasn't enough.
years ago.
So I'm
but,
out.
I
Janelle
don't-
said,
I
I'm
don't
not
think
doing
he
my
saw that.
all.
I don't think
and you
But
told
you're
me
saying
to
you're
pick my
loyal, and
kids,
that's something that
and
he
I'm out.
really values.
Mary
right
said,
now.
"I'm loyal. I'll take
it's
whatever
not
you
good
do.
enough.
Just give me hope." And
You know, he would
it
ask
still
me to
wasn't
do
enough.
things and ask me to be a
Wasn't
certain way
enough.
or ask me to be able to fix our relationship. And I did every one of the things that he asked me to. And then
And it
just
wasn't
good
enough.
So it just came
Yeah.
down to, I mean, you're asking if loyalty was enough, and it wasn't for him.
Was he just not emotionally available to you?
Correct.
And
Like a knife in my kidney.
oh, not a knife in my kidney. Mary, funny, bro.
Kidneys over all these years.
I know what that line is from.
She says
So
a
were you in love
knife
with
in
Mary
the
when you married her?
kidney, man.
I told her I loved her, and I chose to love her.
Oh,
And I chose to be romantic. She
I
thinks I was
chose.
madly head over heels over her. And so I told her and did everything I could to love
make her think
And
that I loved her.
she thinks
make
we were
her
mad about
think I
each
love
other,
her.
and
I did my job.
we acted that, we played that out.
That's gonna hurt when she hears that. You know that,
I
right?
just,
Ooh,
it-
thank you, Suki, for
it
saying
just-
that because he
it's-
don't give a damn about them hearing what the fuck comes out
well,
his mouth.
We did have a very romantic experience.
Oh, not him trying
We
to
started
spin the
out that
shit.
way, but there was, a lot of dysfunction.
Relationship at this point.
Robin wants Mary to stay so badly, but there's no life for Mary if she stays.
Did you expect more from Cody in that
No.
moment?
That was basically what I expected from
Really?
him. Yeah.
Ooh,
it's kind of a big
I'm about
mess
to
to
start
me.
getting sleepy, y'all. Shit, already.
Decision that you were making at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and that decision to then tell Cody, along with Robin, was even more heart-wrenching for you, as
Yeah.
we saw play out
Yeah.
in this clip. Let's
Yeah.
take a look at it.
Not only am I
and then we'll
breaking up
talk
with my
about it.
husband, I gotta break up with Robin too. And
well,
she, oh
Thanks
my
for
god,
coming over. I
not
told
this
Robin
scene.
this the other day and just thought I'd let you know. Going to downsize
We literally did this scene 3 times this season,
and get a
and they're
smaller
running
place
it back
and move my
again.
clothing business up to the B&B.
But I guess that's the point.
Cool, that's
Not me looking at my phone.
scheduling.
Save your money for your kids' education. Trips is expensive. Word from my aunt, y'all.
scared.
Remember that.
Like in order.
Yeah.
There's some cognitive dissonance going on here. We're not admitting where we're at.
The first time
Robin
Cody
and
has
Mary
told
are
the
still
truth
talking about this relationship that the three of us have.
is
like
this
we're a
season.
family.
He's just like,
And
I'm
what I'm
done.
gathering
And Robin
from
wants
what
me to get
Robin
back
is
with her.
saying Is like,
Look at
well,
her.
you got to be around because this is your wife.
Look at that.
And I'm like,
Robin, do you see your eyebrows, bro?
and I just don't need that kind of pressure from you.
I don't need that kind of
Sorry,
pressure
I'm
from.
distracted
Oh,
by
she
your
mad
ring.
as shit at him.
Different ring.
She gonna go home like I saw that clip again.
Just a
Listen,
ring.
So
I'ma
are you
pressure
going
you if
to
I want.
actually
You're my
address
husband.
the concern
I'm
that
not
you
your
have?
wife. I'm
What
your husband,
concern?
or you're my husband. Shit, I don't know.
Right.
Robin just
Well,
need to
no,
get
you
herself
wanted
a
to make
sister
it
wife
something
then.
specifically clear. So.
Cody doesn't want to be married to nobody else, so she
This
needs
does
somebody
not
else.
mean I'm leaving the family or you.
Mm.
So
Okay, good on you, Mary.
Good on you,
In
Mary.
my head, I'm really wondering why she lives in Flagstaff.
I don't want you to think that I'm walking
Mary
away
is
because,
crying and burying
sorry,
her
I still
heart.
have hope.
He's saying this dumb
Mary
shit on
doesn't know what
camera.
she wants.
Now she's
But
watching
she's
him say this
asking
dumb
me.
shit on
I'm
camera.
just gonna throw
Thank
out
you,
ideas.
TLC.
I want a place to put
I wanted
my
to see
car
everybody's reaction
that I
to this
don't
dumb
drive
shit.
except for in the summer.
Ooh,
place to put
goddamn,
my
Janelle
stuff.
laughing at him.
The barn dominium is basically a big giant garage or barn.
Christine like,
that has
oh,
a
this
loft
motherfucker's
apartment.
sick.
Just stuff that he doesn't want to see, he doesn't want to deal with. It's just insulting.
All right, well, thanks for letting me know.
The Mary. Oh, I wanted to hear the Mary. And look at Robin.
She can
Robin
really
like,
be
yeah.
in this like dark place, and I don't want to be selfish and keep you here. And she said, "Don't ever say that to me again."
Christine?
She says, "I need you to always be fighting for our relationship." There's days
Christine
when
like,
I am
oh, you make
too
me sick.
weak to continue to fight. I need someone else to fight.
Mary, did you say that
I
shit?
think I want to talk about Cody's reaction. Did
No,
you
ask
expect
her,
more
did
from
she say
Cody
that
in
shit?
moment?
I expected, I didn't really expect anything. You know what I mean?
And then you've got Robin here saying, you know, she's telling me to fight for her. She's telling me that she can't be strong and she needs somebody to fight. Did you actually ask her to do that?
There were times years ago that we had those conversations. Because, you know, she doesn't have to look the same way that it always has. And I'm like, listen, this is not what I want. I want to hold to my commitment. I want to hold to the promises that we made when we got married. I want to believe.
I was right for believing.
That there's a part
I said
of
it when I
him
watched that first
that
clip
is
in the
still
episode that
I
believe that it was true.
Wants the
but
person that he married too.
Yeah, I'm like looking at him going, listen, you know that she is very vulnerable here talking about this. You know that she's, you know, hopeful.
And when he reacted the way he did, were you disappointed?
Yeah, just a little frustrated. It was like, okay, that's not helpful. Because I don't...
Watch what you say,
I didn't
ma'am.
want her to leave.
So do you think Robin is pressuring Cody to rekindle?
I feel like for years she's been telling Mary to hold on, you know, stay. And I feel like for years Cody's been going, leave, you know, because Robin wants Mary to stay so badly. But what? There's no life for Mary. There's no life for Mary.
Christine just said it all. Thank you, Christine. You speaking for us, bro.
I understand what she's saying, but at the same time, I see things from Cody. He gets kind of very inclusive about her. He talks about how he needs to contact her. It's been a while, and he really it's like he considers her
a pet.
It's not the consideration.
A pet. I need to check on my pet. I need to check on my chickens. Yo, bro, hold up. That's how Cody was right when he said cognitive dissonance. I almost messed that word up. That's like me forgetting about my chickens. Like, oh, I need to go check on my chickens today. Or I haven't seen my chickens in 2 days. Let me go check on my chickens. Or I've been working so much, I didn't get to see my chickens. Casually saying it in conversation. Whether I do or not, they're not gonna die. They're not gonna, you know, they're straight. Their food and water is good. I know they're gonna be okay. That's how Cody is talking about Mary. Yeah, I'm gonna check on her. And then he tried to put her in the barn too. Like shenanigans, bro. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Robin.
He really it's like he considers her
a pet. Cody's terrible.
Even though it's
and
not
Robin
the
is not
she wants
any better.
He does consider her.
What do you think?
Oh, it's enough to stay around.
What Mary said, the last part. It's almost like what Robin wants.
Robin wants Mary and I to reconcile.
I've been frustrated by that pressure. And she, from day
I've been
one,
frustrated by the pressure.
She's been, you need to reconcile with Mary for 7 years. Yeah, she's like, you need to reconcile with Mary. You got to figure this out. But I don't feel I feel the emotions of friendship with Mary.
I don't want to marry her, and I don't want to be her husband.
Why she doesn't understand that where a relationship is. I think she's in this position waiting for me to go, oh no, don't move. I'm not.
I'm cool if you go.
To be fair.
Well, have you ever told Robin that you don't feel married to Mary?
Yeah, of course Robin knows where I'm at.
Do you think Robin being there and kind of in between, the go-between in that relationship?
No, I think Robin really does try to advocate for Mary, for better or for worse. As Robin, I never would have put myself in that position, but I know that Mary calls Robin in. I don't know, it's kind of a big mess to me.
Do you think Cody's just kind of afraid to
Janelle just said that perfectly. It's a big mess.
Well, I don't think so.
It don't make any sense. You shouldn't be having Robin in the middle of y'all marriage conversation.
I mean, he was very vocal with me, even that there was no hope of a relationship there. So I don't think he's afraid to say it.
Hope.
A lot of hope.
I think you have hope and you have hope and you have hope until you realize you don't have hope anymore. And that realization that there's no hope anymore, it can still be a while after that until you can leave. I had hope for so long. I imagine this is how Mary felt. Even though he was saying that, she still had hope. And there comes a time when you realize, oh, there is no hope.
There is no hope.
Love her.
Man.
I can't be in love with her. It's not safe for me.
Why is it not safe? Ask that
And when I
question.
say that, make up any bull you want. It just didn't work.
Ooh.
Coming up.
I had a separate conversation with Robin, and then I asked her to come to this conversation with Cody.
Why did you ask her?
Because she speaks Cody.
Only human. Dodge this.
You think you'd speak Cody?
I think I get Cody pretty well. Like, I feel like I understand him, yeah.
Robin says that she can speak Cody, and I'm like, bull. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna be nice. No, I'm not.
Skip.
So I had a separate conversation with Robin, and then I asked her to come to this conversation with Cody because.
Oh, you asked her to be here?
Yeah, I asked her.
Wow. Why did you ask her?
Because she speaks Cody.
Do you think
That's
you'd
like,
speak Cody?
man, I'm not about to.
Like, I feel like I understand him, yeah.
Do you think other wives get him? Other sister wives do?
I think
Mary,
they have
you
the
set
capacity
yourself
to.
up to have Rob
I think
all
sometimes
in your stuff, bro.
He can be
That's so-
misunderstood very easily because he says everything that's in his head. Most people filter it. He doesn't.
I know. It's because Robin says that she can speak Cody, and I'm like, bull. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna be nice. No, I'm not. I have known Cody for.
Go ahead.
18.
Go ahead,
32 years ago.
Christina.
I've known Cody for a long time.
I can speak Cody
actually
too.
read Cody pretty well, and I can speak Cody well too.
Yeah.
Robin convinced all of us.
Yes.
That she could speak Cody, and that she would mediate our relationships. I even
Yes.
asked her one time to mediate our relationship, and I remember going, no, girl, you know him. You can talk to him. She convinced all of us that she needed to be there in the relationship, that she can speak Cody and we can't.
She always it's always this Robin speaks Cody. I'm like, well, I don't know if I really need someone to translate for me. We've been married a long time. We did okay without you. I think I speak Cody. Why don't you come over? Like in the past, she said, why don't you have a conversation with your dad? I'll be there because I speak Cody. And my kids are like, it's our dad. We don't really need you to speak Cody. It does bug me. That one does bug me. I speak Cody. Well, Cody can speak for himself. He's a grown-ass man.
I'm
I
so
just have
glad
to
they
own my
finally
truth. And if
spoke on
that
that.
truth hurts him, I'm sorry for that. And
Yeah.
but
What's something
I
that
don't-
he's said that has really hurt you?
Girl, what kind of question is that? Run back that
Oh,
whole
and that
season.
clip, when
Oh,
he
the
was,
barndominium?
Yeah, let's see. Let's put you out in the barn. That wasn't very nice. But it's what he feels. Cognitive dissonance. And I'm like, well, maybe you should have communicated that we weren't, and then maybe I wouldn't be acting like I'm trying to still be part of the family.
I saw your reaction to the barndominium.
Oh, how insulting. Oh, good God. How insulting is that?
Very
Why
insulting.
don't you live with all of my garbage? Let's have the perception of something cool, but really what you're going to be is living with my garbage. And stuff I don't really care about. That was one of the most insulting things I've ever heard, and I think he was thinking he was being benevolent.
Yep.
She stuck around. And for him just to discard her like that?
What did you think about the whole ring thing?
Christine
So
is the chat.
Mary noticed it right away.
Oh, okay, that's because
Speaking
there's
about
a
the chat.
backstory here, and I don't know. I don't feel like it's all the way my place, but here we are. So Cody and Mary had a
us,
wedding ring.
Viewers. That's not me by
Right?
chat.
Robin was in the picture. I don't know if they were married quite yet. He melted down the ring, saved the gold, saved the diamonds. Well, Mary found out. She's like, well, where's my ring? You don't wear it anymore. He's like, oh, I melted it down. Just like that. And I was like, he's like, I didn't want Mary to have control over me and power over me anymore. I'm like, it's still your wedding ring. It's what you've had for 15, however many years, right? We all went in on the design, the four of us, we got him the ring, and that's what he wore for a long time. And then he designed his own ring with Robin. He and Robin designed a ring together that he wore, and I'm like, okay, whatever. We can all see what it's like. So him having a new ring now, I'm sure from Robin, I'm sure they went together and bought a ring because maybe it's signifying a new beginning for them or new things or something like that. I don't know.
Ooh.
I am extremely frustrated right now. Beyond. After we did the taping for the one-on-one interviews with Suki, I found out that a story was brought up about me
that is not a story that I have ever shared publicly, that is my story to tell, when, where, and how I want to. And somebody else took it upon themselves to tell that story. And now I'm being forced to talk about it.
I get what she means.
I'm not happy about it. It was not Christine's business to tell. She can laugh about it all she wants, but it was not her business to tell.
She was a part of it.
If I wanted to have shared that story in the last 13 years in a public way, I would have done that. She doesn't get to come on here and tell my story without me even knowing it and me finding out later that this is what happened. And so now I feel like my hand is being forced and I have to tell my story. So right around the time that Robin came into the family, and I cannot remember if she was married or if they were dating. I want to say that they were just dating or courting. And he had kind of talked about, Cody had kind of talked about not wearing the wedding ring that I gave to him. He had told me that he did not want me to have claim on him. He didn't think that it was fair that I had claim on him. And so his way of doing that was to melt down the wedding ring. That was a symbol. That was a sign of like our marriage and our commitment. And he melted it down. Who's to say that he didn't just melt down our whole relationship in that moment? Symbolically, that's what he did to me. Because I remember asking him, if you're not going to wear it, can I just have it? Can I keep it? Oh no, I melted it down. I didn't want you to have any claim on me.
That's sad, man.
Or on our marriage and him melting down like a symbol, like a very important symbol of our marriage, happened probably 7 years prior to the catfishing. And I spent those 7 years trying to like be in this relationship with Cody that he did not want to be in with me.
Yep.
Was it things like that that had happened throughout all these years leading up to me just wanting to have a friend? Because Lord knows I didn't have any in my family.
Go off! Say your
Christine
truth.
shared this, that
Okay.
when they all
But you
were
have
together,
friends, bro.
when you came into the
You were
picture,
just mad that your
Mary
husband
had given him a gold ring, and then he kind of wore that gold ring.
Never mind.
But then he melted down the gold ring
Yeah.
that Mary had given him
Yep.
when you came into.
No, he had done that before I came along. It wasn't
No.
when I came in the family.
Everybody.
It was way before that, because he
Wow.
wasn't wearing a wedding ring.
Remember, Mary pointed it out
Yeah.
and said, "Oh, what about the ring? I'm staring at your ring. Tell me about the ring." Because
I
you
just
took
saw this really cool ring.
Okay.
It was way nicer. I went, that's cool, I want that. And some things happened and I went, I just went, those relationships are over. And I went like this. And I went, like if I could save my relationship with Janelle, that's the only one that's got any potential left now.
Because I want
Wow, so you
Janelle,
took the
because she was
clattering
throwing that
off
mug
just to
back
say-
on
Clattering's
me,
off
and I
and
miss.
It's new beginning.
Coming up,
Like, why don't you just say the words finally? Why don't you just tell me?
Why does he
He's
want to
not
punish
saying
Mary
it.
so
He
bad?
just says leaving.
Mary, what do you need in this marriage? I can't give you that. We can fake through this, and I'm willing
We
to
can
actually
fake through
put more
this.
effort into that fake if you want to.
He said, I'll give more effort than faking and actually trying. Oh. And he's saying this on live TV.
what weren't you receiving
Oh my God,
when he's
poor
putting
Mary.
that out there?
I know the kind of person that he can be. I've seen it. I've seen the kind Cody Brown being Cody
You
Brown.
see the faces that he put
And
on. Do you know that
I
man for real?
fully expected that to come back around.
But instead, you're in the barnuminium.
Oh, I'm
Ooh,
not. I'm
goddamn.
not in a barndominium.
She said, but you're
It's
still
just
in the
those kinds of
barndominium.
things that led me to like, really, why don't you just say the words finally? Why don't you just tell me? Instead of all this,
Dancing around it.
I don't even know. It's like, he's not saying it. He just says the things that are not kind. When we got married, when he and I got married, it was a marriage of an eternal nature. So after so many years of him not coming around and him, like, for lack of a better word, abandoning me emotionally, you know, like
abandoning
and then saying all these mean things
and mean things.
It's very, very hurtful, and it just leads to me when I'm ready to do the move for my clothing business up to the B&B. I wanted to do it.
It's like I love her and want her to have a happy life.
Well,
but I don't think her and I can functionally be in a relationship of marriage.
You look down when you say that. Ooh, are you scared of Mary?
This is the
it might be something else
between
to
you, Mary, and Robin, where basically.
But their relationship, they was all
over.
fucking. I know that.
And it was a difficult time. It was a pivotal moment.
This one's pivotal.
Beat that one out.
Let's go.
Back to the.
You and me.
Mary, we have those discussions.
Yeah.
We've had those discussions.
He said, don't you understand, Mary? This is never going to happen. I have no interest in having a relationship with you. Your life is not one that I want to insert myself
I already
into.
watched this clip. Let's look at him while
I'll
she's
never
saying
forget
this.
those words.
You've been feeling like we would reconcile.
Relearn who we are now, because I don't think that we know who we are now. When he told me that he has no desire to ever work on a relationship and for our marriage to ever heal, like, that was very, very painful. You promised, you know? I'm sorry,
Robin, like, look at me. I'm so sad. Look at me, guys. I'm sad.
Trying to be totally honest.
Totally like, oh, look at that. I made my woman sad.
We can't have together. A lot of what was there was just naivety. And I was sincere 3 years ago when I was saying, let's see if we can make this work.
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
And I was very confused why nothing ever happened after that. I was so excited at that anniversary when you like, cheers to a new beginning. Well, nothing really happened. And by our next anniversary, which was the year of COVID, we went out on a drive and it started this whole conversation. And it was a pretty intense conversation.
You said I'm not coming.
That you were very clear on it and like definite with it with me until this year on our anniversary. And then when you said you didn't consider yourself married to me, I was like, okay. I didn't know that either. I saw him say publicly, I don't even consider Mary my wife, and if she were to go find another guy, it wouldn't bother me. And that was a turning point for me. Not giving me what we promised each other.
Robin walking up like an injured.
I know that you don't
that injured bird that Cody was talking about.
Or consider yourself married to me.
That's not true.
Girl, shut. You just got back. Oh, never mind.
He must feel it. Okay. He feels
Accept
it.
Accept
and that's
it.
fair for him to say.
Cody and I disagree on this.
Cody
but
and I
don't
disagree.
think that he has.
Okay.
He like.
This is the agreement you required of me in order
They
to
both
get
now
married.
turning that shit to her. Oh.
This agreement that I gave you, our sacred covenant,
You
was if I'm
Robin
ever
like,
not in love with you, I won't just sit there and be in a pathetic place with you.
A pathetic place with you.
You made me promise you that.
But that doesn't mean the marriage is over.
How is it fair to be in a marriage when there's nothing there? I can't do it one-sided, Robin.
Oh.
I've tried.
Christine, come on, roll your eyes.
And I'm not going to continue.
Not Cody
with it.
smiling at.
So walk me through that. How did we get here to this point where we're
Mary,
looking at you and Mary
Listen, I'm gonna give Suki her points for this season. Tell all, she's doing a great job.
In private,
she's asking
a little bit more of an awareness.
It was just like a lot more questions.
This is the issue
or last time.
The breakup. Mary wants love in a specific format, in a specific way. It's something that she wants, and I have a different kind of love in a specific way and format for her in this marriage.
Right.
I can't give you that. We can fake through this, and I'm willing to actually put more effort into that fake if you want to. But what you're asking for, I don't have to give you. And
I don't have
and that's
to
when she
give
said,
you.
I can't do that.
Coming up
in September is when I saw where he said, I don't even consider her a wife.
I guess because he told me so much, I figured he was telling her. If he wasn't, then that's a really unfair and uncool thing to do.
What was I saying? I got distracted. Oh, look at Robin.
And I'm not gonna
I cry like
continue
that too,
living
so I
with
can't make fun of her crying face. Because
So
I'll get real emotion.
Okay, before we saw this, you mentioned that you kind of knew it was going to happen, but you didn't know that it was going to happen right there. Walk me through that.
So if you remember last year when you and I were here talking about this, I had told you the story about how Cody and I, where he told me, I'm not going to be in a marriage with you. This is
I'm
never
not
going to move
coming,
forward. And I said to
Mary.
him, don't you think that we should address? In September is when I saw where he said,
talking shit about
I don't even consider.
But everybody's
her a
talking
wife,
crap about me,
referring
so
to
I
me.
gotta protect Robin.
This clip is maybe a month or two after that, where he and I did continue to have a couple of conversations, but he still wasn't really wanting to do it publicly, and I didn't think that was fair. I felt like it was something that needed to be documented.
But he did say it publicly. He didn't say it to you publicly.
Correct. Correct.
And that's where you had an issue.
I was owed that.
I don't really consider myself married to Mary. I just, if she wanted to,
She held on to her face
move
though.
on and marry another, she wouldn't get an argument with me.
She would not get an
Like if you
argument from me.
remember, I said to you,
I haven't seen, yeah.
I just had seen from last year.
Yeah.
I said, I literally just saw that a week ago. I'm still trying to process it, and I need to figure out what I need to do.
I don't know why Mary hasn't laughed before now. I would have. It's been apparent. I mean, I guess because he told me so much, I figured he was telling her. I don't know. If he wasn't, then that's a really unfair and uncool thing to do.
Did you pick up the phone and just call him?
I don't think he would have heard me.
Really? But isn't it not about him hearing you? Isn't it about you being heard?
Exactly.
I will no longer be silent.
Next time on Sister Wives One-on-One.
I thought I might feel like he could marry her because she left a good man.
Hey, David, come on out.
You're gonna meet the love of my life. He's amazing.
Hi, David.
Yay. See you in the next one.